It's an amazing time to look at franchise ownership. This week we're closing a transaction. The gentleman's buying a painting franchise concept. The total project cost, which is franchise fee, working capital, the lease for the truck, that all equated to $115,000. Well, with SBA financing for these express loans, you can get up to 90% financing. So we have a total project cost of $115,000. So his equity injection needed is just $11,500. We build in, I think we have 50 grand of working capital built in, marketing costs, all the startup costs to get him up and running for just $11,500. The nice thing too is this particular lender isn't as concerned with reserves. So really, with minimal out-of-pocket, you can buy and start this franchise concept. Now, you got to evaluate and find the right franchise fit for you. And if you're interested in that, we have tons of videos on how to find a franchise. We also have a division at our company that we have franchise brokers and consultants that can walk you through every step of the way. You can book a call below to learn more about franchise ownership. But the point of this episode is really just to dive into, look, with just $11,500 out of pocket, this gentleman is going to go from an employee. He does sales for a gutter company right now. He's going to go now into franchise ownership, right? And he's got unlimited potential to grow this territory, potentially buy other territories, hire employees, hire other salespeople, and now you're going from, making six figures, which he was successful doing what he's doing, but now he's going to make his money for him. He's going to own a business, better tax benefits as a small business owner versus a W-2 employee. There's just literally so many benefits of owning a business. And I wanted to point out that it really doesn't take much, even if you don't have a huge savings, right? Like with just 12 grand out of pocket, this gentleman's closing on this deal. Got all the money to start the franchise, working capital, and so forth. So it's really not as hard as most people think. And these small SBA Express loans are really an amazing tool, especially these smaller deals. With this bank, I work with a bank that specializes in loan amounts of about $150,000 or a little bit less. So if you're in that range, we do have a lot of franchise concepts that are priced anywhere from $90,000 to $200,000 in total project cost. So it's very feasible to get into one of these. These are typically like service-based businesses, painting companies, landscape, flooring companies, remodel companies, window covering companies. There's a lot of opportunity in service-based businesses. Typically, they're home-based business models where you don't need brick-and-mortar locations. Some of them you do need a brick-and-mortar location, like 500 or 1,000 square feet. Some need warehouse for storage and so forth. But really, I think it's an ideal time if you're watching this episode and you're thinking, geez, I would love to get out of my job, or perhaps you might have a business partner that could run the business and you're good where you're at, and you have somebody who you can help get into a business that maybe works with you in another business right now. There's a lot of opportunities to really grow these franchise models. Franchise businesses, compared to startups, obviously have a much higher success rate because you're getting systems and processes. So I really encourage you to explore franchise ownership. We have a great process to take you through and help you understand what concepts are out there for you. And we use a zorical profile to help assess what business models might be the best business model for you. We walk through the process with you. We introduce you to the franchise concepts. We give you checklists. We help you do your due diligence. Obviously, a lot of it, we're going to point you in the right direction. We're going to give you the checklist. You got to really dive into the process, because it is a process. It might take you weeks and weeks and months to find that right business. And we're going to meet with you once a week and touch base with you. We're going to take you through a proven process to hopefully help you find a business model that makes the most sense for your goals and your lifestyle. So really, the sky's the limit. And I wanted to point out in this episode that for just $11,500, this gentleman is going from W-2 employee to business owner, pretty much in the same field he was already doing sales in, and now he's just going to own the business, right? A little bit more responsibility, obviously, but huge upside, and I'm super excited. It gets me pumped to help people transition into becoming their own boss, and that's really my goal. My goal in the next 10 years is to help 10,000 people become entrepreneurs, to become business owners. Anyways, hope you enjoy this short episode. We'll see you on the next one.
Meet Bo Eckstein, the driving force behind Business Ownership Coach, unlocking the path to business ownership. Visit www.businessownershipcoach.com. Thrive with Business Ownership Coach.
Hey guys, Bo Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.